Hey everybody, just want to talk to you a little bit about holding tanks and some of the things you should do. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but what we do, if you have the black water flush, you can hear it running here, like we even if you've been boondocking for a while, and then you get a spot at an RV park or where you can dump with relatively quite a bit of time, you got to really flush these black tanks out. Now, if you get one of these clear attachments, you can get them straight line, you can get them 90 degrees and I believe 45s, and you can see debris that comes out. And even with the rinse going, once it starts, you pull your black water valve, even with the rinse going, near the end it'll trickle clear water and you might think it's finished. But now, depending on size of your tanks, pressure from the water you're receiving, all those variables are different. So now in my case, we have a 65-gallon black tank, and in this park with their pressure and a regulator on, I can run this. After we dump the tank and keep the rinse going, I'll close the valve, let the rinse go for, I can go up to 15 minutes, but don't try that on any trailer, because some trailers only have 20-gallon tanks. So if you can have somebody inside watching in the toilet every now and then, push the valve and see if the water rises. And a smaller trailer we had with 30 gallons, I could go 9 minutes with the pressure we had, and you could just start seeing the water coming up to the pipe in the toilet. And then of course you come out and pull your valve open again. It's dangerous if you're not aware of what you're doing, or if you're by yourself and forget about it somehow. I put a timer on my phone, so it does beep when you come. Unfortunately, a lot of people do come over and talk to you in a trailer park when you're dumping your black tanks. In any event, you dump your black tank first, fill this thing up, and I rinse it a couple times, maybe 3. You're always going to get debris come out. Even after 10 minutes, 2 times that I fill the tank and then dump it. And then when I'm finished, I'll shut the water off of the flush here. After I put another 5 minutes or so in the tank to leave water in the tank. Now, again, it depends on the size of your tanks and the water pressure. So, as long as you leave some water in there for sure, most things won't stay to the bottom. Now, we have 2 gray tanks on this trailer. Galley tank is under the back here. This is an Arctic Fox 27.5. The galley tank you should use right after the black tank, because that's going to have the greasier water. And then when you're done that one, you dump your, if you have 2 tanks. A lot of trailers don't. So now then you dump your bathroom one. Our bathroom one is 65 gallons. Now there's the timer going for the black tank fill. So shut that off. I put 5 minutes of water in. Now we're just dumping the galley tank. And when you're finished your black tank, go put one of those drop-in deodorizers in, of course. Or you can buy packets where you dump them in, or yeast, anything like that to help bacteria with the debris. So that's one little tip there. So another thing we use, and everyone should, I guess, is the water regulator. This one here, I believe, gives 40 to 50% of the water. Try and get out of the sun. 40 to 50% of the water. And then we put a Y valve on there. That if you have a black water, or you want to use the one hose here for your trailer water, and the other one for a rinse, or you want to wash the dog or something without unhooking your water tank or your water fill. We're in Arizona here, so we put filters on. Normally I have the blue filter that sits right at the valve, and then it hooks up to the double filter system with a carbon and the other one that takes up the debris there. But you're not going to get rid of the salt water, so this is just to try and help keep the tubing clean inside the pipes inside the trailer. We don't drink this water, and a lot of parks you go to, you might find out by surprise that when you're drinking your coffee that you didn't want to drink that water either. So it's not just Arizona. So I just wanted to cover a couple of things there. Now when you have a shower, generally with a pressure even from your water pump, on average it takes about 9 gallons to have a shower. A normal shower, not a Navy shower or anything like that. So we have a 10-gallon hot water tank here. We had a 6, and of course you're not using all hot water, you're using hot and cold water, so that's a combination of 9 gallons for a shower. If you want to try and judge some capacities, this trailer has a holding tank of 75 gallons and then 10-gallon water tank, hot water tank, so we can last upwards of a week, I guess, boondocking. You got to shower sooner or later, otherwise you're going to be sponge bathing and things like that. So everybody's water consumption is different, so keep that in mind. And two, if you want to add fleecy, or I'm just going to pull the valve on the shower gray water here. The gray water, helps you to rinse out the hose from your black tank. So what I got to tell you, if you want to use fleecy or dishwasher soap when you're traveling with some water in your gray tank, that'll help clean out those sensors a bit. But I'll tell you, those sensors, they may as well make them into Christmas tree lights, because they're basically the first thing to go on a trailer, and for the most part they're completely inaccurate, or worse. For some trailers they're worthless. That's a dog, not a wolf. So the dishwasher soap will help you a little bit clean the sensors off. And Fleecy will help with the odor of gray water, because sometimes gray water can smell worse than the black water, believe it or not. So those are just a couple of things I wanted to discuss there, and I hope it helped.